My heart beats for Miami. I want to have a girlfriend soon. I'm really preciously looking now for a girlfriend. I want to find the right one. And who knows if that's you. It's possible. That is watching right now.
Welcome to Gang Stalking.
Boom.
Welcome to the Jeremy Fragrance fan cast.
Yes.
The Jeremy Fragrance fan cast, where you can...
Then you can fuck life, baby. You can fuck life, and you have a boner. Love it. Power.
Power to the people. Yeah, we're back. So soon. Only a week? Are you crazy?
That's crazy. That's fucking insanity.
No streamer has ever streamed twice in a week. Unless you count, I mean, on different days. If it were the same day, that would be whatever. Plenty of people have done that. No one streamed twice in 1 week. I was thinking about, I think it would be really funny to and I think I could pitch this pretty well to ESPN, just to have one baseball game with just like you and me or anyone, just saying, just commentating or what's it called? Calling a bit.
Yeah. Announcing
it for a baseball game while clearly having no knowledge of baseball and just making up obviously fake facts about baseball and just sort of bullshitting the whole time for 4 hours.
Baseball is meant for easy listening at this point anyway. It's the equivalent. It's the sport equivalent of the song.
That's why I think it would be a good sell. I think it would be easy to sell. Just be like, hey, people across from are going to hear some of us say some crazy shit, and they're going to walk over and be like, what are these guys talking about? It's just going to be us for 4 hours going yeah, did you know baseball was actually invented in the 14th century in the town of Newfoundlandshire on Broadfordshire, England, when an ergot infestation actually soiled their entire wheat crop, and the local residents, after consuming their monthly supply of bread, began running around in circles and throwing rocks at each other. And then you'd be like, "Oh, yes." Yeah, always check your cereal grains before consuming them, kids. Although I guess in that case it did lead to something pretty enjoyable sport.
The MLB is going to be bought by Amazon in 2 years anyway. When you watch football on Amazon, they have 4 announcing teams you can choose from, and one of them is just this Irish duo who clearly have no idea what football actually is. So it's not that far off.
Well, that doesn't matter because it's baseball, right?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. It's baseball. I don't think anybody even knows when baseball begins or ends at this point.
I want to have fake little fun facts in between, during the timeouts or whatever, where it just says, "Fact: no one has ever hit a home run." Just just panning over the fields, still waiting for that day when one day someone will hit it out of the field of play, beyond the boundaries of the walls at the edge of the grass there, as you can see at the edge of the field. The reason that rule was invented, apparently, is to speeding things up. Recovering the ball would take just too much time.
Yeah, you have to crawl all over the place. You'd have to climb up into the stands. Baseball is fascinating to me, and that nobody cares about it. But at the same time, they pay baseball players $300 million over 5 years. The contracts these guys, if there's ever any evidence that the mafia never actually went away, it's baseball.
Yeah, no one cares about it, but they have it on the background on their TV while they sleep.
It's truly incredible as a sport. They play so many fucking games a year that it's impossible to really follow it, and the only people that do are the guys that show up to the stadium with their own score sheet and mark what's going on. Have you ever seen those fuckers? When was the last time when was the last time we went to a AAA baseball game together, right, with Steven?
I went to one for work. Yeah.
Oh, really?
The local stadium. Yeah, I was watching some baseball.
But yeah, there'll be people there like marking up their own score sheets and stuff, and just pretending that like anybody can possibly care about the sport. I think
Hey,
it's a great
we've seen
opportunity
that
to
it's
train.
We've seen that it's possible because we went to Japan.
Well, that's all they have. You know?
That's not all that they have. They have everything. They have everything we don't have.
No, that's mostly well, those guys they go, they get wasted at the fucking baseball game and then immediately go back to work because they were living underneath their fucking desks.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
go to, they go to a
that's their
baseball
one
game and get
outlet.
hammered on a Wednesday night. I believe that was.
We see that was the only free time those people had for an entire month. You know, they have two outfits. They have their baseball outfit and their work outfit, and they alternate between them every month or so.
Nah.
I don't. And like, don't get me wrong. Playing baseball is great, and I'm sure if you're invested in baseball, it's fine. I just don't. The Americans don't have that kind of fucking patience anymore. It's like 9 innings. Are you fucking kidding me? And there's the seventh inning stretches in there too. There was something else I was thinking.
How much
about.
time does the seventh inning stretch even take?
Probably about 5-10
2
minutes.
Yeah. Oh, 10 minutes. Jeez, that would be too much.
Yeah. But yeah, these people still make fucking ridiculous money, and it's like I can't think of a single person that's like, yo, you see that fucking baseball game? It's like, no. How many of them are there even in a year? Their schedule is like fucking 152
thousands,
games.
yeah. There's 160,
It's ridiculous.
I think. And I don't even know how many teams even are there. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you.
26?
I wouldn't even. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot. That is
Let's
quite
see,
literally thousands. There's just always baseball happening.
Yeah, I guess they're going for the volume. 162 games in a season for a single team. 2,400 games a year.
Hell yeah.
And it's like, goddamn. What got you thinking about baseball?
It's pretty gay, but it was because of April Fools. I was thinking, what would be a funny April Fool? And this is something I thought about before, is just having having someone who knows nothing about sports commentate a sports game. That'd be a nice harmless. I just want to see what happens. Do people burn down ESPN headquarters, or I don't know.
Well, fucking baseball is basically lo-fi ambient beats to study to for fucking dudes over 40. You know, it's just things for writers to put onto the background while they write their fucking manuscripts or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's what all of Twitch is, and that's also worth billions of dollars. So, hey, that's nothing wrong with that.
I'm right. Amazon should just fucking buy baseball.
Put it all on Twitch.
Put it on Twitch. I would probably watch some baseball if I was. I'm trying to think of the last baseball game I watched, and it was the one where there were no people in the stadium, which is the norm now for everything, obviously. But like it was during the riots in fucking Baltimore or whatever,
yeah.
and they didn't have a single person in the stadium, and it was like the most relaxing thing ever. Two teams I didn't give a fuck about playing baseball. You know, I'd probably watch a lot more baseball if it was just on Twitch, frankly.
Sure. I bet a lot of younger people would.
I watched some dog shit ass football games on Twitch,
where a guy's pretending to play it in the corner like Madden, so you can avoid copyright.
Well, honestly, just hire who are even the big Twitch streamers? I don't know, whatever. Get those guys to commentate over football games.
Mr. Beast, is that even a guy, or is that like a team of people?
Who is Mr. Beast?
I've never seen a picture of Mr. I don't know what he looks like.
I
know he has a burger, and apparently he's the biggest streamer ever. I'm gonna look up what Mr. Beast. Oh my God, is that what he looks like? Oh wait, okay, he looks. Oh, I've seen this guy. There's a picture where he looks really fat. No.
Yeah.
But no, okay, I've seen this fella.
Oh, this could be any streamer.
This is every guy.
Yeah, this guy's worth $50 million right now or something. What's his
deal?
Be more what is
than that. He just has the most fucking subs.
How? What does he do?
He must just stream constantly and be the most general audience appealing guy.
Oh my God, this guy was born in 1998.
Nice.
What? It's kind of a rough. I'm gonna be honest, kind of a rough 22. But what?
It could be rougher. He could not have hundreds of millions of dollars.
It's true.
Oh, I've seen this picture of him against the gray wall. That's a funny one. The glasses.
What?
Yeah.
Mr. Beast Burger? Oh,
Yeah.
oh, this is. There's one of these literally right next to me.
Like
literally,
you didn't know it.
within 100 feet of walking distance next to me.
That's hilarious.
He suffers from Crohn's disease and IBS.
Oh my God. No wonder he's got a rough 22 going.
But, I can't find out what he does.
I think he streams video games, he makes YouTube videos, he does all that stuff.
He often makes
I
videos
looked up-
where he donates large amounts of money to individuals.
I searched for Mr. Beast Burger in Austin, Texas, and it just gave me a region. Like, you know how it'll highlight a town in like red? It just gave me a huge square where there might be a Mr. Beast Burger somewhere, I guess.
Well, I'm paying rent to him because he owns actually the entire part of the
He
city
owns
that I
the
live
entire upper west corner of Austin, Texas. I believe that, yeah.
in. Oh my!
He owns the Yucca Mountains.
This world is simply too gay to keep going. I'm gonna be honest.
Apparently, it's a good burger. I don't know.
Okay. In May
It's not
2018, Donaldson was criticized by Taylor Lorenz of The Atlantic for
Oh,
tweets that
Taylor
contained
Lorenz.
homophobic- Who is Taylor Lorenz?
Taylor Lorenz is the only reason I know her is because Tim Dillon makes so much fun of her. She's a New York Times journalist, and like, you know, she's I mean, I guess more than other New York Times journalists is like just there to be a tattle. So like Tim Dillon's characterization is she just hangs out on Clubhouse and waits for tech people to say the word retard and then writes a story about it. and he's like, he goes, "What are you doing? You write blog posts about mukbangs. What are you doing?"
About mukbangs. I'm gonna be honest. I think Taylor Lorenz might be able to get it. If she wants.
Dude, she's gross. What are you fucking talking about?
No, I'd bang the shit out for sure.
Oh
yeah.
Dude, that
hard.
fucking face. No, man, no.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, if
She
she's
looks like a
smiling
guidance
like
counselor. That
If
fake
she's smiling at me like that the entire
the
time.
way
I
you smile where you like make fake dimples is
Yeah.
looks like she's
throw
like
her-
had some work done on her face or some shit. It's
I'll
horrifying.
do some work on her face.
It looks like she only has a top row of teeth.
Yeah, I'd throw her a piece. She lives in Los Angeles. Next time I'm over there, I'll give her a ring and see what's up.
Oh, great.
Golly.
Yeah, it's funny. Twitch is the most annoying community of people. But also, they will just toss out some slurs. Well, maybe not anymore. A couple years ago, though, it was better before they invented they got to get rid of the emojis. That would fix most of it, I think.
Oh yeah. Well, because they're just spam. It's all just spam of the same fucking things in every single chat. I'm just, I don't know. I'm so disillusioned with the internet. We need to bring back fucking Space Camp. I'm looking for some serious fucking computer camp motherfuckers to be talking online.
I'll teach you how to set up Urbit. We'll hang out in Urbit.
We just got to separate the real internet from the normie internet.
This is what Urbit is. Listen. We'll talk later.
Okay.
But what's important is that here at Gang Stalking, not only are we obviously full supporters of White Boy Summer, but we're also here for Skinny Boy Summer. And
yes. One of us is.
And we are here. We have the results. The results are in.
Oh my God! Yes.
After March, if you don't know, Ethan and I were engaging in what I thought was a competitive, sort of gamified weight loss regimen. It turns out I had not that much reason to starve myself for 50% of the time of that month. But I did do a good job. My final weight on the afternoon of April 1st, after I took a big dumper, 179. I hit 179.
Holy shit.
That's right, baby. That's right.
Are you fucking serious?
I was pretty dehydrated, but yes, I hit 179 points. I wanted to send you a picture of the scale where you could see my balls and grundle in the reflection, but I couldn't. I decided against it, but I thought it would be really funny. You just see my tiny shrunken penis in my cold bathroom on the scale next to a really low weight.
I was going to tell you about something I noticed with the weight that I gained during COVID is that I gained a new level of shrinkage. Where like,
you got a fupa covering it up.
Well, it's even more secure because it used to only have so far and it can go, but now it's like, wow, there's even more material for me to
it can retreat into. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's serious turtle action, but. No, the lowest I got to 194. Holy fuck, dude! I mean, like
they just melt off, baby.
Well, yeah, apparently when you just don't eat for quite a few days in the month, apparently. Well, that's insane. What's your plan now? What's your victory lap look like?
My victory lap is this.
You want to go double or nothing?
No, I don't. I mean, there wasn't even a reward. I don't think. But yeah, after I lose a lot of weight and hit a goal, I like to have a weekend or so where I pig out. So I just went grocery shopping, bought a bunch of candy and snacks. I bought those delicious sriracha peas. I bought a big can of those. I bought peanut M&Ms. I bought a Baron. I got.
Oh my god, dude, you're gonna fucking peanut M&Ms.
I bought beer again. I can drink alcohol.
I can't think of a snack that is just more inhalable than peanut M&Ms.
Oh, they're
peanut M&Ms just go away.
Yeah.
If I just need to attach a vacuum hose to to my mouth and just fucking suck them down.
Yeah, you buy a I don't know, probably half-pound bag of them. It's like $3. It's like, man, these are gonna be gone in 5 minutes. And if you want more, that's cost more. It's
like when you see it. You know how like you'll give a dog like a snack or something. You're like, here's a little piece of meat, and it seems like the dog doesn't even like chew it or process it for a second. They just swallow it whole. That's basically how it is with peanut M&Ms. Yeah, I look down on dogs for doing it, but the truth is that I'm no better.
You're not even thinking while you're popping them. Yeah.
No. My eyes roll back into my head. I dissociate while I eat peanut M&Ms. There's no my ego is flushed from my body.
Just black out.
Because my palate is completely overwhelmed with salty fucking chocolatey deliciousness.
Any kind of chocolate covered nut, yeah, it's great. I was also gonna buy a large, like the largest you can buy Italian sub with the works. Didn't have time to eat that tonight, but I'll get that for lunch tomorrow. I'm thinking
a little Capricorn.
Because I'm driving to Buffalo to buy a rifle, hopefully.
Hell yeah! What are you buying, big boy?
I'm hoping they have a Mini 14 in stock with a wooden stock.
I would come.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I would come if you were to purchase one of those and I got to shoot it. I would ejaculate.
Were you trying to do all of those double entendres? Because I literally couldn't I literally couldn't figure out if you were talking about coming here and shooting the gun, or coming and shoot. That was so much wordplay.
Thank you.
That was too much for me. Yeah. So Italian. I was gonna buy a whole cake. That was too expensive. I bought a pack of donuts instead. And some Chips Ahoy. I got tortilla chips and salsa. Love that. It's one of my favorite snacks.
So you're gonna be fucking back up to 215 in no time.
I'll put on a solid 8 this weekend, but it'll be.
Did you notice like a dramatic change? Like,
oh no, I still look like shit.
I look
the same. Man. Yeah, I don't know where it went. I don't know where it came from. I'm not much weaker. But the love handles are all still there. I don't know what happened. I think maybe just my legs are skinnier or something. I maybe it came from like my face and man boobs.
All out of your ass.
Stomach, all from my ass.
Nothing
no, ass is still gross. Yeah, I'm not.
What?
I'm
you
not sure.
You still got that fucking thick ass dump truck you're lugging around?
Sure. Yeah. Let's call it that. Maybe it just all was like coating my internal organs, and now they're
Yeah.
freed, which I
Yeah,
guess
so
is
like
good for you.
let's say you were to have some sort of horrible tragedy where you were in a car accident,
Mm-hmm.
you would not spew as much yellow fat all over your fucking windshield. They
You
would be
hate to
like, this
see
guy
that.
was
That'd be
pretty
embarrassing.
lean.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So I was I figured I'm gonna be eating enough cake because also I'm gonna be eating all that stuff. Also going to my mom's for Easter. There's gonna be a bunch of food there. And also on Easter, it's close enough to my birthday that it's gonna be a birthday party too. So
Oh.
there's probably gonna be a fucking cake there. We're eating ham and shit.
I fucking
Going
don't
wild this weekend.
I don't know your birthday. This
I
this
don't
is a
tell
weird
anyone.
thing.
That's why I don't care. Like
I want to know.
it's the 6th.
Okay, marking it on my calendar.
I
Wish my baby boy.
like I like it better when people don't know. Like because it's funner when people realize it. Like one time, Steven and I were hanging out, and we were buying beer at a grocery store, and I had known earlier that day, but I had completely forgotten, and I handed the cashier lady my ID, and she goes, "Oh, happy birthday!" And I go, "What? Oh, yeah, thanks." And that's fun when that happens, and I like it. I like that better than telling people like, "Hey, it's my birthday."
Sure. Well, if we know, because the thing is, I've never been privy to the information. You wouldn't have to tell me. I would just make sure that I had it written down somewhere.
Which requires
So,
me to
like,
tell you.
Yeah, once. You
Okay.
could have done it like a decade ago.
Well, you never asked. I'm not going to tell someone unless they ask.
Oh my god. Well, I've asked before, and you've just told me no outright. But
What?
I asked a couple of years ago, and you just told me no, and I'm like, oh, okay. So
I
just haven't
said
asked.
I wasn't going to tell you.
Yeah.
I guess I was more adamant about this philosophy back
Well,
then.
yeah, this was like 6 or 7 years ago. I asked you, and you're like, no, and I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just never gonna wish Doug a
You
happy birthday.
totally gave up on it forever.
Yeah. I'm like, it seems like a sore spot. Something horrible. Must
I
have
wanted it
happened
to be
my
more
man.
organic. That was my only thing. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, more organic can be asking. It's like me my own volition.
I don't know. I probably should have just
no.
told you.
Got it. I'm gonna
It's
send
not
you
unreasonable.
some a fucking bad dragon dildo in the mail.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I already have
What do you
enough.
want?
I have enough embarrassing stuff in storage that people are gonna find when they're helping me move. I have to really be careful.
What the oh yeah, what's your deal? Are you or how goes the house searching?
The housing market is bad right now. I'm not sure if you're aware of this for consumers,
Oh,
for buyers.
oh boy, do you know it.
Yeah, so like houses go on the market, and it's like, yo, you got to make an offer in 4 days, and every house is going for 30 or something % over its asking price, and it's fucking wild. And also, like, I've been looking, there's not really anything good yet. I found some good places. I don't know. It's just such a pain in the ass, like, to get pre-approved and then to find they don't let you look at places unless you have a realtor. So then I have to find a realtor to be my fucking realtor,
Oh.
and then I have to like probably go to a house on a weekday because it's like, like I said, it's like a few days. This house is on the market, and it's like, yo, offers in today or else, and that's it.
Oh my god. Wait,
and-
why? Like, to be frank, like, why is it like that where you're living right now? Is it
Because
that
the house,
fucking-
because there's so little supply and there's so many fucking buyers.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, we were out on the river. I was out on the river earlier today near here kayaking. And one of my friends looks and she's like, "Hey, how much do you think that house is?" Like it's just like this, kind of modern home out on the river. I'm like, she's like, it's probably
Waterfront and
probably
modern, dude.
1.5 million. They're saying. I'm like, dude, that fucking garbage ass one bed, one bath homes in my neighborhood are $750,000. It's like that's easily 3 million. Just like insanity. Yeah, this market sucks here. So I'm gonna have to move a little bit outside the city, but not too far. Not as far as I would think.
I'm trying to get as far away from the city as possible without making mom sad.
Oh,
Maybe a little
Mommy.
sad, but
She's gonna be sad no matter what.
Yeah, well, I mean, no. Like, I've already moved out years ago. You know what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to fucking fish. I have the fish itch.
I was gonna say I saw somebody fishing when I was out kayaking. There were some dudes fucking fishing out of their kayaks, and I'm like, ooh.
Oh, dude, it's agony. I wanted to fish so bad that like as an outlet, I spent one night, just like hours and hours, autistically pouring through like forum posts and Reddit posts and like county and city websites and PDFs, finding every single body of water that you can fish in and what you're allowed to fish and at what time of year within like a 40-mile radius of where I am. And I have them all in a notepad, in a text document, just so that I can just try every park and fucking every river and creek. There was a creek near your house, your parents' house. Apparently every creek that is around here is the same creek. It's just winding so much.
Wait, the one on the property, or the one near there's like a park near me.
The park near you, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's. It might be the same one. There are fish in there. You say?
Oh yeah, I've caught fish in there. I caught fish in there when I was like 5.
What kind of fish?
Oh, dude, I was 5.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that might be my first stop then.
It's lovely there. It's a beautiful area.
Sweet. Oh, I gotta convince someone to be my fishing buddy. I gotta convince Steven to give up pussy and start fishing. That's gonna be fun. Or Connor, he loved fishing when I took him upstate.
No,
he
because
fished for like 4. He fished for like 6 hours
one
straight.
Of his hands.
The other for a brewski.
No, I was thinking for his phone, but now that I think, so he could be talking to his lady. But now that I think about it, there's a beer in one hand and then the phone in the other, and he's gonna have to do some sort of weird like leg clutch situation with the rod.
Nah, man, he was into it. I saw him. He was just as into it as I am. He caught the second biggest bass besides me, of course.
Of course.
I caught like a 5, maybe 6 pounder. Crazy.
A master angler.
Yes.
Oh.
A master at putting the bait on. Maybe.
Classic.
Yeah.
Where have you been obsessing over there? Are you watching YouTube videos of people fishing?
Yeah, constant YouTube fishing videos.
Oh, good.
Yeah, like
there's a guy that I like too who would go out and fish and then cook the fish where he found it, right where he caught it.
Oh, tons of dudes do that. They call them catch and cooks.
Catch and cooks?
That's a whole genre of, everyone does that. Yeah, it's been nice to find people who like, because when I fish, I'm always obsessed with just like, what can I eat? What can I keep and eat? I want to eat something. And like, when you're around other people fishing, like fishermen, or you're in a public space, it's like no one's keeping anything and no one ever talks about eating shit. Yeah. And you ask people and you're like, hey, can you eat these? And they're just like, I guess you could. And you're like, people do. And it's just like, it seems like people either aren't interested in it or it's just like some kind of faux pas, or I've never been able to figure it out. But then, so that I'm glad to find all these guys on YouTube who just catch literally fucking anything and be like, I'm gonna try to eat this. I was watching this guy. He
just bring some butter, you know.
I was watching this guy. He caught this beautiful like coral like reef tropical fish that looks like an aquarium fish, and it's the national fish of Hawaii. The one with the long name, you know, the huma yupu yupu waka waka. And he's like, I'm gonna try eating one of these guys. Like he wants to eat everything. And I was like, hell yeah, finally someone who thinks like I do, because I'm not interested in catch and release only locations. I'm not psyched on.
Dude, if I found the guy, his name is Fisherman's Life.
Oh, that's exactly the guy who I was just talking about right there. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the guy I watched. He seemed like the most crazy.
He's out of his mind. He's a psychopath. Yeah,
he's a lunatic.
I just showed Steven a random video of his because I was just like, hey, here's what I've been up to, going insane. And it was one of the videos where he cuts the fish open and eats the heart while it's still beating. He shows you the beating heart and then he eats it. And Steven turns to me and he goes, this guy's a fucking psycho.
Well, he's got videos like, do sand fleas taste good? You know, he's just like,
oh yeah, I saw that one. It's exactly. Yeah, what's his name? Ace Fishing, who is this like he's like this like bald guy who wears like puka shell necklaces.
Of course.
And he always makes sure to film himself praying before every fish meal.
Nice.
Which like like saying grace before a meal, fine. Filming yourself and putting it on YouTube is a little weird.
A little indulgent, perhaps.
Yeah, it's you're kind of bragging about. I don't know. But he what was I gonna say about him? He'll do he does these challenges where he can only eat what he catches for 3 days. And I want to go up to I want to go up to a fucking lake and I think it'd be fun to do one of those instead of going to the Amish market and buying some pork patties, being like, I can only eat sunfish and maybe a rainbow trout if I manage to catch one. And they eat like all these guys on YouTube eating fucking largemouth, smallmouth bass. Smallmouth bass are not supposed to taste very good. Largemouth are supposed to be even worse, and they just go crazy for them. They go nuts. They don't even they don't fillet them. They just pick it through the bones, and it's great.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's something very primal about that. I'm sure there's something getting released in there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like where you killed
totally.
something and eaten it. I mean, everybody that kills and eats animals just like they just won't shut up about it. You know, when you think about like fucking like Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan won't shut up about it. He's like, yeah, go kill a fucking elk or whatever.
Killing
an
an elk is probably fucking insane after but after sitting in the snow for 6 hours with a gun and then you like actually manage to like land, then you land like a shot and then you have meat for 2 years. Like, yeah, that's probably it's like that Norm Macdonald bit where he talks about if he were hypothetically a serial killer and he's murdering a woman, and he goes, and then I go into the shed and I do that thing that makes me feel like God, and then yeah. It's probably the most satisfying. I mean, not murder, but yeah, like killing and harvesting an animal for sustenance is probably one of the most satisfying things you can do.
Yeah, this Fisherman's Life guy. I remember thinking he was unhinged, like right when I first saw his channel, like 3 or 4 years ago. At this point, where I'm like he makes reasonably normal content at that point, but it seems like it's been revealed that he's kind of a strange individual.
Intense friendliness with nothing behind the eyes.
Yeah, it's like cooking. It's like fishing, Steven. It's like fishing and eating, Steven. You know, and if instead of tango, it was all about the fishing and cooking and eating. Well, let me see what else. Yeah. What else is going on with me? There's this insane hailstorm that dented the living fuck out of my car. That was cool.
Oh no.
Yeah, no.
Insurance cover that?
Fucking, the cliche of golf ball sized hail.
Yeah.
That happened.
Damn. Were there any tornadoes nearby?
I don't think so. It's not that kind of region, but like. But there were, I mean, it was insane,
yeah.
I didn't even get out of bed because I've seen it before, but I was
just hearing your house being assaulted by.
Yeah. Well, I'm just like, well, that's just horrible hail. And then Nick goes out and he's like, there's like golf ball size. I'm like, that sounds right. There's nothing I can do about this. So
it's an act of God.
Just kind of went back to bed. And then when I went out later, my car was just cover. I mean, I must have.
You get better gas mileage now. All those
it's aerodynamic.
Yeah, like a golf ball, literally. The other big news for me is that I am now at 2 free cars in my lifetime.
What?
I don't own. I have the grandma car. I have the old Chevy Malibu.
Of course.
And
one that was in the garage
my dad and his rich ass wife just picked up a Tesla and were like, well, we have months and months left on this Honda Clarity hybrid, and we don't want to use it.
What?
So you want it? So now I have that, and it's bittersweet because it's a free car, so I can't complain. Obviously, beggars can't be choosers, but I fucking hate the car so much.
What about it?
I drove. I drove with Connor. He was in there. We drove in that car up to the lake house, 3-hour drive, and the entire time we were talking so much shit about this car because, first of all, if you could find a picture of the console,
I'm looking at it.
You see how it's entirely wasted space?
Oh, it's so big. Look at the Flappy Boys on the side of it and stuff, and
Flappy. No. What I'm talking about is there's like a tray underneath where the stick shift or not the shifter would be.
I'm seeing it.
Instead of that, there's like a little tray, and then above that, covering that totally in this like this overpass is a bunch of huge fucking buttons for park and reverse and drive and everything instead of a shifter.
Yeah,
and that's it. So they use up all that space where you could have controls and weird places to put shit and like cup holders, and it's all for because they didn't want to use a shifter and they have buttons instead, which is not better for shifting.
As a matter of fact, I would say it's significantly worse.
It is unbelievable that it's like this. It is infuriating. It's
why
baffling.
Would they be buttons? Because the stick is, you can just slap it forward and slap it back. It's all you need to know.
I am so pissed every time I get in this car. Yeah, there's no reason for it to be buttons. It's like it's orders of magnitude worse.
I love that this is horrible for you.
it's the worst car ever. Yeah, man. I got to put up a picture of this fucking interior if I can.
Oh
my god.
Do you have the one with leather seats, or do you have fabric seats?
It's leather, I think. Yeah.
Oh damn.
It's like it's you have to fucking find a place to charge it and
so it's a hybrid, but not like it's a plug-in hybrid.
It is a plug-in hybrid.
Oh, okay.
And so see how here. Okay, so you're looking at this picture. Yeah, all these buttons where all these take up space. Also, there's nothing on the sides. They didn't make use of any of that space, and that's covering the bottom here, which is just like a little like shitty tray. And all of the like other controls are like on this shitty touch screen. Oh man, the auto follow, it'll auto follow cars in like the most pussy way possible, where if they slow down and then speed back up, the car will take forever to speed back up to their speed, and it starts out automatically in pure electric mode, which you can't use because it only lasts 20 miles. So you have to press the HV button to enter hybrid mode, where it uses both gas and electric.
Oh my god!
And the HV button is so fucking finicky that you have to press it for just the right amount of time. Where if you press it for not the right amount of time, it'll drain your fucking battery, and then you got to find a charging place. Or you'll press it for too long, and it'll enter charge mode, where it'll use a shit ton of gas and to charge the battery, and the thing only holds like 6 gallons of gas total.
Oh my fucking god!
And
this is why I don't
new cars are so fucking gay, dude.
Yeah, I don't trust any of this shit at all. Where it's like, maybe a decade from now, I'll be slightly interested in any of those electric cars, but there's fucking no way any of them make any sense.
It's push to start, and if you have the key, as long as you have the key, you can open the door only after trying it twice, of course, because you try to open it, and then it's like, oh, you want to open the car? Okay, unlock.
Oh,
and
convenient.
And then like 30 seconds, if you're outside the car, it'll auto lock itself. So that's fucking convenient. Like, because I can't be trusted to lock my own fucking car. So if like I'm outside my car and I'm walking back and forth from the car to something, and I like want to put something in the trunk, it's already auto locked itself. So I have to. Ugh.
Yeah, I love how annoying this is for you.
It's like it's so shitty. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. I'm just imagining how much.
But it's it's way less. I'm way less anxious driving it because my other car still is like I need to get it inspected, so I'm just paranoid about getting pulled over. And also, it's just really old and shitty, and it could fucking fail at any second. So at least this is a new car that's not gonna keel over on me. That's why I'm gonna I've been wanting to drive to Buffalo to get that fucking gun, and now I can because I trust this thing to drive that far. So that's what's nice about it. But everything else is gay.
I love
fucking
that.
Homo car.
Just like it's like they upgraded to a Tesla, which you wouldn't have had any of these issues. Where it's like that get
the Tesla still seems annoying. Yeah, they were talking about the Tesla to me. It still seems I don't like anything. I just want to do everything myself. I don't want the car to fucking they're like the auto drive isn't implemented yet. And it's like if you're on the highway, like there's this like a stay in lane function, which is kind of like auto drive.
Yeah.
But, like every once in a while, they said that like like it'll just like jolt the car just to scare you in case you fell asleep or or something. Like it's like it has an auto scare function. Like I dude, like come on, don't do that to me. That's a bad solution to that problem. Just have people drive their fucking cars. I don't know.
You gotta root your Tesla, dude.
Yeah, I gotta jailbreak my Tesla.
Well, for me, like I was thinking about it in like, what are if I were to go on a road trip right now, like let's say I'm worth a dummy amount of money and I want to go on a road trip, I'm just gonna pick up some fucking gas guzzling ass like fucking sports car before I'm gonna like a fucking like old muscle car or something. Before I even think about getting something practical. People get like these awesome vans, you know, people are into like the van lifestyle and stuff where it's like, yeah, I've got a whole, you know, home built into this van. And I'm like, that's cool, but what I really want is none of that and instead a tent and a car that I can drop the roof on, you know, like that kind of shit. Or like one of those the car is garbage, you know, but I would love like a Jeep Wrangler ragtop. Just like a complete piece of shit, but like super fun. There was last summer when we were up in the fucking Adirondacks. One of the guys that came up brought a like a modern Jeep Wrangler, which is like just completely inconvenient because it has like an insane roll cage on it, and taking the roof off is like a whole process and everything. But fuck, once that roof is off, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I'm thinking about more things that piss me off about this car. So to turn on or off the AC, you have to press this climate button on the console, and then you have to touch on the touch screen on or off whether you want the climate to be the AC to be on or off. Instead of just putting a button for AC that's on or off anywhere on this huge fucking console that they made no use of the space for, so that they could justify having this big fancy touch screen. It's
how does the touchscreen feel?
It's usable. It's fine. Whatever.
Okay.
But it's just like you don't need like the things on it. Most of the things on it could be physical buttons.
Yeah.
They were just trying to.
That's like we kind of had the whole air conditioning thing pretty well figured out, huh? You know.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy one, you guys. And like I don't think as far as I can tell, you can't turn the fans off. You can have them. And also, that's a touch screen. Or no, there are buttons for those. But I don't know if you can. I haven't figured out how to turn the fans all the way off. You can have them on low. And also, if you hook up the Bluetooth to your phone and you like start playing a podcast, it doesn't matter if you pause it before turning off the car or anything. The next time you start the car up, it will be playing that podcast. Doesn't matter what you do. I can find no setting for it. Nothing. So I assume if you're like blasting music, it'll also just start doing that as soon as you turn the car on, even if you pause the music first before turning the car off, or turn the screen off, or turn the music. I don't know.
God, I rented a new Chevy Malibu to go shoot a wedding in Philadelphia, and that was such a fucking nuisance. Chevy has the worst implementation of all this shit. Where like. It will just, there's nothing you can do. It will play music at you. And it's not any of your music. It's going to start up Sirius XM and go to like the fucking most default ass radio station every single time. It is horrible, man.
Every time you open the car door and get in, it resets the seat position to one of the
no fucking way.
To one of the it took me a while. There are two configurable pre-saved chair configurations, and the car will reset the driver's seat to one of them every time you open the door. Doesn't matter what you have saved it to.
Impossible.
Yeah. It has to be one.
Is this a joke?
Nope.
They're pulling a prank on you. They're seeing how long it's like, oh, clearly all these things aren't actually like this. We just did this to fuck with you. Like we just why would that ever be the case? My dad is bad at making decisions. And no fucking kidding. I would have taken one look at this car and been like, not a goddamn chance. He leased a brand new hybrid, which why would you lease a hybrid? Isn't the point that you save gas over a really long period of time? I don't know, whatever. Also, leasing new cars is always retarded. Leasing cars is retarded, period. No. Absolutely never. Never. New cars? Not a fucking chance. Never involve yourself with a new car.
ever.
What a joke.
Absolute piece of trash.
Why doesn't he have? Where did you get the instinct to autistically obsess over every single economic decision you make in your life? Because that's the way it should be. Is that like, if I'm spending any kind of substantial money on something, I'm gonna agonize over it for at least 4 or 5 days.
My mom, my grandmother on my maternal side claims we're Jewish, so I don't know.
Oh, I've always thought that about you. There was something in you had this sort of.
You had this sort of annoying. Was it my allergies?
Powerful, influential energy, but.
Oh yeah, that's true.
but the self-deprecating thing just goes.
I'm
to
very
reinforce
very
it.
power hungry. Yeah, no, and also obviously as an Irish descendant, I'm I'm technically Phoenician, so we're born sailors, so cars don't really come as naturally to us, I think.
Well, I was gonna say, as an Irish descendant, you're actually just completely retarded. I'm
not
like,
a borderer. I'm a fucking. I'm from the mainland.
You're just so lucky that you never ever had any sort of interest in soccer, because you would have died in a riot by this point. Your instincts as an Irishman would have led you to get fucking trampled.
If I had stayed living in Boston, imagine what a piece of shit I would be.
Oh my god, I would love it.
That'd be so funny. Just this personality with that fucking accent. Oh shit.
I mean,
that's
an entire. When was the last time you were back? Because you might actually go there and realize you're home. Because there's like a sort of, I mean, there's like it's such a Catholic community though.
I don't know if it really is.
Boston, come on, man. What else was I thinking about? I have plans for Steven, where I don't think Steven honestly do plans for himself, really. I think he's just kind of he just kind of ends up in certain situations or makes very rash decisions that impact his life over a long period of time. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put my hand up Steven's ass and work him like a puppet someday and use him as a politician. Can you imagine, Steve? Like, we'll just marry Steven to some beautiful Christian girl and then use him as a puppet politician.
I never thought I'd say this about anyone, but Steven might be too dumb to be a politician.
No, that's why I'm gonna work him like a puppet, man.
I don't know if he can follow instruction. I don't think you'll be able to do it.
No, Steven, stop talking about. You can't talk about perfume right now. Stop. Wait, hold on. You can't smell that girl. You can't. Stop smelling her.
Did he tell you the story? Did he tell you his story about being at a wedding rehearsal and having to like call the cops on a guy in like a crazed psychosis state?
What?
Yeah, he was upstate, and him and like the groom and all the groomsmen were staying in this. Apparently, I think the groom's family knows like a billionaire who just owns this house and rents it out. So he rented it out to all of them on the cheap. And this one guy who has apparently been a problem before, and his brother decide to drink an entire bottle of vodka. And one of the guys handles it well and just passes out. And the other guy, who I guess was on both cocaine and Adderall, just started. He showed me videos of it. He was taking videos. He was like shouting, and he stripped down to his undies and started beating his chest like an ape, like literally like full psychosis, monkey mode. And he was like smashing doors and shit, and they had to like lock him in a room.
That's amazing.
That's very funny. Yeah.
No, I didn't hear anything about this.
Yeah. Apparently there was like one of their friends was like he was like a army ranger or some like he explained it like they had some guy who could have actually subdued him, but he was just asleep on the couch because he had been drinking too. My God. So it was so funny hearing that they had like fucking Chris Kyle, like they had a fucking SEAL Team 6, like a fucking a
real operator who just was asleep on the fucking wheel.
He was just like, well, this guy is Joe Roganing out, trying to smash windows.
One of the funniest fucking things I've heard in a long time. This is amazing. I love Joe Rogan. I love everything about him. I love how stupid he is. I love But like, I just everything about him. I love this new lifestyle that he's made for himself, where he just doesn't have any sort of like external influence at all, and it's just entirely this like insular world that he lives in. Now that he's worth like $100 million, it's basically like if you had like a cousin, you Declan had a cousin from Boston that was worth like $150 million.
Yeah.
And he one of the funniest things I've ever heard recently. He's talking about how he's like, yeah, I was looking, because he's so HGH'd up. He's got.
Oh yeah, he's
hands.
literally no, he's TRT. He does testosterone replacement therapy.
He's so like just like juiced up and massive and puffy and round. And he was looking at himself and he's like, yeah, I was looking at myself recently and I was just thinking about, man, there must be a long history of conflict in my family heritage. Like
That's probably true.
He's such a meathead.
Yeah, he's you've probably seen that like tweet or Facebook post or whatever it is where the guy was like, Joe Rogan is exactly like some kind of Mongol tribe leader who brings smart guys to him and says, explain this to me. Like,
yeah.
Explain why sunrise to grog.
It's and I just cannot. There is no part of me that dislikes him at all. I love him 100% with open arms.
He gets on my nerves because it's just he's been dumb for so long, and it's just he never absorbs anything, and he's just he's gotten so fucking annoying with like fact checking everything, and he doesn't want to have fun because so many people on his ass. If you had $100 million, I feel like I wouldn't give a shit about that. I don't know though.
I just love him as a personality. I just love this strange, like, he's just like the most influential podcast ever, or the most influential podcaster who brings basically nothing of his own to the table.
Yes,
and I respect that
because he's turned himself into like a blank slate. He is the most blank slate interviewer. Like he's like the guy from Hot Ones, but less creepy and more. But he's still just like he's got nothing. He doesn't.
He has this like sort of pseudo comedy career, which is a joke in and of itself. Where it's like he's not funny. He constantly talks about how he's a comedian.
Oh yeah, his specials are terrible. So awful. Comedians love to joke about like sucking his dick by complimenting his special jokingly because they all know it sucks.
Yeah, and it's like he's not funny at all, and the only reason he has any of this is because of the show Fear Factor. It's like, and I just love him for it. There's just something incredible about everything going on there, and especially now that people are really starting to hate him because he just won't shut up about like every single episode he starts with like 15 minutes of talking about California. It's just amazing. I love him so much. It doesn't matter how shitty the episode is. I just love, I don't know, just a singular personality. There's again a person with absolutely no credentials as an interviewer, who is by all means not a very good interviewer at all, but he just does it.
He's a decent interviewer. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
He just doped his way into fucking being worth $100 million. He fucking duped Spotify into thinking that he had any sort of secret sauce.
He does though.
Yeah.
You just described it.
Right. Of course. Yes. It's that blank slate sort of like I don't know. I appreciate that though. We haven't even begun to talk about any of this stuff. Whatever. Yeah. There's not even gonna be much to talk about with this fucking anime anyway. So whatever.
But we'll talk about it. Wait, hold on. Where's the folder here? I lost it. Shoot. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna go grab a drink. Do you want to stall, or do you need to use the bathroom or anything?
I'm good. I can talk about The Rock while you're gone.
The movie?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, be right back.
Nick and I rewatched The Rock, which I hadn't seen in probably about 5 or 6 years, maybe at this point. And it's a complete riot. It obviously, like, I'm not saying anything novel by saying The Rock is an entertaining movie, but Um, I don't know. It's a movie that if you pull Nick Cage out of it, falls apart pretty much immediately. And I think it just speaks to his quality as an actor, where you could put any number of other people in the role, but I can't picture anybody else in there. You know, it's like you could put any other 90s successful 90s actor in there, but it wouldn't have the same impact as when you got Nick at his peak, you know. 1995 Nick Cage, I mean, fucking come on. You know. Playing an
Pretty good.
everyman.
All right.
Talking about The Rock.
Yep. It's good, I bet.
It's fucking amazing. But I was also thinking about 1990s Nick Cage in general and just the fucking absolute tear that guy was on.
There was a lot of them.
I mean, the man was fucking unstoppable. Yeah. Anyway, would you watch any other movies recently? You were talking about watching some stuff.
I haven't watched anything since the last cast. No. What was I talking about watching?
You were just interested in like watching some movies in general that you'd never seen, or like things you've been putting off for a long time.
Oh yeah, I said I might. I didn't find time in the week to watch any things that I've downloaded that I haven't seen. Like
how is work?
I haven't had much to do lately because there's this huge project that like everyone is working on, but I'm not really on the team that's working on it. It's like almost everyone except for like 2 or 3 people is working on this gigantic project that they just released tonight. But since I don't really have much to do with it, I've just sort of been testing other stuff as busy work. So it's fine. I had my last like what's it called? Like
you were on probation.
Yeah, I had my last meeting, my last assessment, I don't know, whatever. And I'm all good. Improved, no issues found. So that's nice. I might have even talked about that last time, I don't remember. So now I'm back to doing nothing. Hopefully that's not my subconscious taking over and being like, you can fuck around now, and it's actually that I have not have much work to do.
What do you have coming in the mail?
I have a butterfly knife from Russia.
Okay.
It comes with a training blade and a real blade, so it was a pretty good deal. $220.
Oh my god, really?
They're fucking expensive.
How the fuck is that even possible?
Apparently if they're less than like 200, they'll fucking fall apart on you instantly because they're cheap Chinese shit. You have to actually get a
Are you on the butterfly knife subreddit looking all this stuff up?
Yeah, I'm looking at guides and everything.
Okay, so what was the impetus for this?
The impetus was a while ago I watched Giant Bomb's PS5 unboxing video. Or I watched like 10 seconds of it, and it's they're Brad Shoemaker and Jeff Gersman each have a box, and they're doing it over like a what's it called? You know, the thing that everyone's been using for a whole year that I can't remember the name of. The video, the FaceTime, the Skype.
TikTok?
Dude, no,
Zoom. Because they're not in the office.
Yeah, they're doing it over a Zoom call. And Jeff's trying to open his PS5, and he goes, I guess I'm going to need a knife for this. And he reaches up to like a shelf above him, and he casually like flips open a butterfly knife in a very nonchalant way. And I thought it was so funny that I wanted to do that anytime someone ever needs like an Amazon package opened or something. I could just casually like like a fucking like a 90s Hispanic gangster.
I just opened a video of a dude flipping a butterfly knife, and he's literally going shoo 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 shoo, and like making sound effects while doing it. I'm not even joking.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's how it's done. So I have that in the mail. That's going to be a few weeks. I have an anime, a piece of anime merchandise.
What is
Okay.
the anime merch?
It's got an anime character on it, and it's coming in the mail. That's gonna be here in
Oh, I
less than a
see.
week.
I see.
I have 2 figures pre-ordered. I keep getting delayed.
Which figures are these?
It's a new Taiga from Toradora.
Okay.
And it's
This is pre-ordered.
pre-ordered, and also Mickey from Idolmaster pre-ordered.
Oh.
I think she's coming first.
What is
She's
this
getting-
What is this this Taiga figure? What's she doing in it?
She's on the stream now. She's in a wedding dress. She's not wearing shoes.
Oh, look at how cute she is.
There's not really that many good Taiga figures. There's one from like 10 years ago that I might pick up if I find it like used but unopened. You can get it for $50. But this one's pretty good, I think. It comes with 2 faces and they're almost identical. That's the only problem people have with it. It's like she comes with a replaceable face, so it's like, oh, she could have a happy one or something. But nope, it's like her eyebrows are like, if you pay really close attention in the pictures, you can tell that the eyebrows are slightly different. It's the exact same expression. Very strange. And then I have a racing Mickey because I like Mickey. Mickey.
I don't know anything about Idolmaster.
She's blonde.
Okay, she's cute.
Genki. Yeah, she's great. All of the Idolmaster girls pretty much great. The originals, the 765. Don't hit me with that.
Oh, is this
fucking
one with
Cinderella
the checkered flag?
It is.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I liked both of those. Hopefully shipping isn't like $40 for each of them. That'd be a bummer.
No, she loves it. She loves the fact that she's holding a flag.
Yeah, Racing Girl's always very excited.
What should I get? I should spend $180 on a figure.
Oh, you want a complex one? What characters do you like? Let's see. You can get one that's.
I'm almost
an
done
older
with
one.
Evangelion. I'm
Oh, there's
almost
gonna be some new Asuka figures coming soon, surely.
Asuka.
Are there any? I don't think there are any good Misato figures.
I know. Yeah, what a shame. She never. When will she get her day in the sun?
What's
When
Misato's? Oh, Katsuragi. Let's see. Are there any good? Oh,
yeah,
no.
it's the fucking
No, the
Evangelion
answer
shit's
is
all
no.
about Rei and Asuka and like, all the ones
course.
with her from fucking like the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can get more fucking Mari figures. She's not even a person.
Yep.
Some bullshit, man.
You have to pick someone else. Who else do you want? What
There's
do you
no
like?
nobody else. There's only room in my heart for one.
No Full Metal Alchemist girls or something.
Yeah, no.
What about?
Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna be able to get any Silver Spoon figures.
What about Code Geass? There's some good Callan or some good C2s.
Yeah, those aren't really my jam.
Hmm.
When I look at those, I don't just see. I should just start collecting ponies. That's who I need to get.
Oh, no. Which one? The humanized ones, or the
No,
just the ponies?
I need to build up my collection of My Little Pony figures. Wait, can I even get are Equestria Girls available as figures?
Of course,
Well,
yeah,
I wish
totally. Good ones? I don't know about that.
Rarity Equestria Girls figure. They're called dolls at that point. They're not figures.
No, I bet they have some PVC ones.
Let's see. I hate this one. I can't come on this.
Just cover it
Oh,
in
no.
just cover it in cling wrap.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, see that's not an that's not even an Equestria girl. What the fuck? This is not even our correct.
No, the thing
This is
is that
wrong.
the show lies about what they are. This is
I'm
bullshit.
surprised there's no like Japanese.
They got their own shit. They're all about Sanrio over there.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
these are all
golly.
fucking horrifying. Oh my god.
Aren't they garbage?
Japan is so far ahead of us with
Yeah.
even figurines. Jeez.
Mark is
Oh,
talking
like
about
the high
buying-
quality
just
ones
start
look like
collecting-
too human. Oh. Oh,
Mark is talking about getting into Gunpla. He's
oh
gonna start buying a
boy,
bunch
that's
of
quite a rabbit hole. That is autism. That I need a vaccine to get that far into autism. Look at that shit.
Oh, she's too human.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, she's dumpy.
Horrible.
This is made for Tumblr, not for me.
This was you might actually like this one. I don't know.
Well, fuck it. The pony version, it looks great. That's a great rendition. Oh, okay, yeah, I can work with that.
Oh no. Oh, you're a monster.
Oh, that's pretty good. What line is that?
That's by that is by a Japanese. That's by Kotobukiya. Shoujo Applejack. 9.3 inches. Damn, that's pretty big.
Oh, that's a great looking figure.
Only $100.
Oh yeah, it looks great.
Shit.
Yeah.
I mean,
there
for
you go.
$100, that's honestly
Oh,
not a bad price. They have it in
they
stock.
nailed it.
Jeez. American fans have it easy.
Yeah, both the pony version and the human version look great. That's crazy. This is
Still a little too human. A little too human.
No, that's not too bad. That's.
I mean, it doesn't look like. I mean, yes, it looks.
The fucking Starlight.
Actually,
Sparkle
it's
one is
because she
rough.
looks too human that it looks okay because she just looks human. The other one is like halfway. She's got purple skin. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shouldn't have tried to translate.
shouldn't
That's
have.
weird.
I've
But
done
why
that.
didn't they do that? They didn't do that for any of the other characters.
You couldn't make her white. That's bad.
The Twilight Sparkle one looks. The Twilight Sparkle one does not look. Or, sorry, the fucking Rainbow Dash one's not even fucking close.
The Sunset Shimmer one is just orange, so they kind of lucked out on that one because you can just make a person's skin orange. She just looks weirdly
but like
tanned.
fucking Fluttershy. Wait, hold on. Here's one that's white. They did make her white.
Oh no.
Wait,
Kotobukiya.
what is this?
You're fucking
Why
unnoticed.
why is Twilight Sparkle here white here? This is so strange.
Oh, I guess they sold different versions, maybe, or maybe that's a prototype.
No, this
Don't
is
know,
available.
man.
I can buy this.
I guess maybe the one I found on fucking Amazon or eBay or where did you find that?
That's on their official
That's
official site, man.
No, it's the purple one. I mean,
Oh,
where was that? Oh, I found that one. I don't know where that
Yeah,
one
yeah.
was. Maybe that's like some kind of weird Chinese bootleg, or they just offered more than one version. Probably people do that. It's normal.
yeah, but no, it's all about that Applejack one. Come on.
You should buy like just a $300 like 1/4 scale like Kirino from Aremo in a bunny suit. Like just pick up they're like 2 feet tall. Hold on.
Is that something I can actually get?
Oh, dude, they make them with soft titties.
What?
Yeah, like the whole thing's PVC, but the titties are soft. It's great.
Okay.
Look at this
I was
shit.
thinking about I was gonna get a 1/4 scale Gundam. And I
No,
was gonna
dude,
just live-
1/4 scale Kirino. Let's go.
I was gonna live in that Gundam.
You can get like a huge Mia, the
Oh my
snake
God,
girl
look
from
at her.
Monster Girl.
It is. I love like a little graphic showing that you can poke the boob. That's good.
How tall did it say that one was?
Oh no, her fucking bikini is falling off.
Oh
Bikini
no, it's broken. The figure's broken.
bottom. Yeah, they gotta fix that.
27
turn-
inches tall. Imagine.
Holy hell!
Imagine, dude.
I can fit my cock in between her legs.
Literally. That's what it's for.
That's what they made that hole for. Are those pig ears?
What?
What are the ears that she's got in that image? Are those cat ears or pig ears? They look like pig ears.
I'm guessing cat.
Yeah, I guess it's not a pigtail. No, but what about a giant fucking Gundam? What's the biggest gunpla I can get?
I think we've done this before on the show.
I don't know if we
What's the
have.
most
We've gone for
expensive Kirino?
expensive, but we haven't looked at the biggest.
I'm just trying to find the
Biggest
largest
gunpla.
scale. Let's look at 4.
Mega size model.
Nice.
This is a 1/40th scale gunpla kit.
1/4. And the most expensive.
Damn, look at this
You can
fucking
get a lot of
unit.
berserk figures, really complex berserk figures made of like fucking, what's that
Look at this
material called?
fucking thick ass boy. Look at the size of this bastard. 135th
He's
scale.
hovering in the air.
Holy-
I love that.
I would just take all my fucking.
It's like he's in
meatballs.
he's in one of those child seats, like the that you eat cereal off of, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
With the legs dangling down.
He's so wide.
Yeah.
Biggest gunpla. 148th.
You can get a 1/4 Ryuko from Kill la Kill. In a bunny suit. Again.
No, Ryuka's not my shit either.
Your shit's only huge robots with men in them.
Yeah, I like big ass bitches.
Big robot bitches.
Yeah, she's got she's got the Daikon costume on.
Is that what you think?
Oh,
The Daikon
yeah,
costume
well-
is just a bunny outfit.
what's that?
The Daikon costume is just a bunny suit.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
the thing before that.
I don't know. I think there's like room to assume that's maybe where it comes from. It's fucking
No.
spun off of Gynax.
No, Playboy had it before that.
But did they have like the full bunny outfit?
Totally.
Let's see. Playboy. I was thinking about this recently. I knew girls in like 6th grade who had like Playboy merchandise, which was really strange. Because these were girls that would go to like fucking Spencer's Gifts and shit, you know? So like
Yeah.
they would show up to school and they'd like, yeah, this is my notebook, and it would have like the Playboy bunny on it. I'm like, that's weird. Okay, yeah, this is definitely just a Playboy bunny outfit.
Yeah, it
Fair
was. It's yeah. We're looking at 60s where it came about. They had the ears and everything. Yeah, tights, fishnets. Yeah, it was half
Oh,
baby.
she doesn't look like she wants to be in that outfit though. She looked very embarrassed
Weird.
about it.
It's almost like she's gonna die at 26 of an opioid overdose. Let's talk about Yokohama Kaidashi Kikou. Yokohama Kaidashi Kikou.
Yokohama shopping arcade log.
No, see, I got it mixed up with Abanabashi Shopping Arcade. It's Yokohama Shopping Trip Log, I believe. There's no
That's
shopping
it,
arcade.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kikou. I want to get more info on that. I didn't write that much.
I'm just staring at
It's
pictures, thumbnails of Fisherman's Life. Just
it's just most YouTubers are so insane.
it's good that they
So-
finally have a place, because otherwise these people, if they didn't have the outlet of being YouTubers, these people would have like killed by now. Especially Fisherman's Life. Fisherman's Life is primed. Like I could just see it in his eyes where it's like, this is the kind of guy that would be burying women.
If
in
I'm out here,
shallow
guys,
graves.
and a bitch disrespects me, then I'm gonna have to take her out. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, I got this butter.
So
What's
anyway,
up, guys?
I cut out her liver, and I'm gonna fire up this liver with a little bit of garlic, just a simple seasoning. We're talking salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic powder.
I wonder if you
We're
can eat
frying
these
this
raw,
up.
guys. I think you can eat these raw.
Eat her liver? Yeah, let's see. Oh my god, there's so much bile in here, but it kind of gives it a nice little funk.
Yeah, Yokohama. This is an OVA. We watched the OVAs, but it's based on a manga written and illustrated by Hitoshi Ashinano. I've not heard of anything else he or she has done. I don't know if Ashinano, or wait, no, Hitoshi is the first. I forget which order Wikipedia does it. Okay, Hitoshi is a boy's name. I think it's a boy. Yeah, manga that ran from 94 to 2006. And they made a couple of OVAs, short, notably short, short OVAs people remember and enjoy, and that they never made any more of, and there's not much of. But we watched them. There's one, 98 and 2002. And it's
I tried to look up what this fucking thing was. beforehand.
Yeah.
And all I could see was like pastel images of a girl on like a moped or in a field,
It's not wrong.
and I'm like, where? And I'm like, wait, hold on. I need to see images of what the meat of this content is. And boy, it's exactly what my Google image
You were
search.
staring at meat the whole time.
Yeah.
Little did you know. Yeah. Yeah. So it's 4 episodes basically total, and it's about. So first, the first layer is it's about a lady who like manages like a cafe in the middle of nowhere by herself, and it's like this very spread out like community where people have to travel like a while to see each other, and there's not many people around, and also everything is flooded for some reason. Some kind of environmental catastrophe has occurred, or this just the climate has changed because it's the future. And then the layer on top of that is that she's also a robot, and she's waiting for like her owner to return. And the layer on top of that is that she's like learning to become like her own person because her owner's probably not coming back. So it's you know me, I like like one of my favorite shows, my favorite series ever is Girls Last Tour, which is a show about just chilling out at the end of the world and appreciating beautiful things. And hey, guess what? This is scratching all my itches here.
There was never a doubt in my mind that this would be anything other than something you would enjoy.
Yeah, man, this is 100% my shit.
I would call it meticulous.
It takes its time.
Yeah, it does not.
It takes its time to do nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen a show in such a hurry to present absolutely nothing to an audience. It's presenting something. It's presenting moments.
Well, it's like 100%. It's like not 100%, but it's like a lot of world building. Just shots of the environment, and lots of shots of plants blowing around, and of the shadows of clouds rolling over things. Like there are lots of scenes where just suddenly, like cloud shadows will just pass over, and almost every scene like involves a transition from daytime to twilight to nighttime. They love doing that, and every one of those shots looks fucking gorgeous.
It's really into like showing it. Characters will just sit and take in a location. That's like honestly, maybe the bulk of the show is people being in a place and being like, "Wow!"
And just kind of, this show is you ever just sit in your truck, the anime. Except instead of a truck, it's like always a field, or she just sits in her cafe at one point for a couple days. It seems like, because time doesn't mean as much to her. Yeah. So the setting is like, it's like, it's not post-apocalypse. It's more that like human civilization is like sort of winding down and kind of just taking a break for a while. Things have sort of like degenerated, but in like a chill way. So everyone's just like living around in fields, and like they go get groceries, but they don't really do much except like drive around and sleep and hang out and whatever.
Drink coffee.
She drinks coffee. Yeah. It's the kind of community where like someone delivers you a package, like you got to invite them inside, because like they took a while to get to your place. And she has this. She's friends with like this family, I guess, of an old guy she calls Ji-chan, I think, who's always beaming. And then he has like some kids that live with him or near him. I don't know. And in the first OVA, she gets visited by this pink-haired gal who delivers her a message and a package from her owner, which is unusual. And he or she, the mysterious owner, gives her a camera and some kind of, I don't know, did they kiss, her and the other girl, the other robot?
Oh, big time.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how they share memories or thoughts or something.
They're both robots.
Yeah. Yeah, she's also a robot. And Yeah, it's the message from the other being like, hey, you should go out and experience the world because I'm not going to be back for a while, and that's sort of the start of her becoming more human, and so now she's got a camera and she likes to go around looking at stuff, and she
How
goes around and
lovely
looks
is
at a
that?
bunch of stuff. And the background, everything's it seems like they live on like a lot of hills because all of these cities have been totally flooded over and are now completely underwater, which like in reality they would probably be like washed away, but they're like pristine, and the streetlights still work. And there's a scene where they're on a mountain overlooking all the streetlights turning on at night, reminiscent sort of like Tokyo 3 coming up out of the ground.
Yes.
Or there's another scene like that, just like that in Girls Last Tour, where they're watching all the lights
There
turn
is
on.
indeed, yes, where they see even in the ruins of civilization, the lights still kick on.
Yes.
It's still beautiful.
All perfect masterpieces.
I think all of this shit is probably taken from fucking what was that mountain we went up in the gondola?
Yeah, it's Hako. Is that Hakodate?
Mount Hakodate.
Yeah.
Mount Hakodate is like, it's just, you look over a city as you know, in the nighttime, and you can see all the lights and everything. I'm not literally saying that's the case, but I just wanted to brag about going to Japan.
standing on a big old gondola. So it's just a great. They make all the water looks so nice. The clouds are so puffy and pretty, and everything's always turning purple at dusk. And like there's when the street lights turn on, there's a little shot where like there's a bunch of like minnows hanging around the street light instead of moss. I thought that was fucking great. I don't think that's how fish work. Just saying. I'm an expert fisherman now, but it's, you know, I could suspend my disbelief for that.
I feel like this would be a great thing to watch in the dead of winter, when you're just like cooped up inside and you're dreaming of like a beautiful spring day.
There was still snow on the ground for me today, so I kind of was.
Yeah, it was way more. It was a gorgeous, probably summer day for you here, here today.
Yeah, 89.
Yeah, I was out kayaking and I'm like, ooh, if it's a little warm.
I should take a dip. Beautiful early spring day, the first week of spring.
Like, oh my god, it's, you know, geez, it's a little chilly. What is it, 89? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Gotta get inside. But no, I can imagine how pleasant this would be. Like, let's say it's let's say it's like fucking January, and you've been in the shit for a couple months now, since at least November, and you know you haven't seen grass in a while. That'd probably be pretty fucking nice.
Oh yeah, I mean, I enjoyed this more than I expected, having to, you know, watch it all in one day with like a deadline, but it was still super. I was maxing and relaxing, and the show also has like dates, and it's always like January, February. So I guess in that world, like it's just always summertime. Yeah. And then this both of these OVAs are like, it all leads to like a setup where she like finally goes out and does stuff. And then there's no more. She probably does more in the manga. I don't know. It's probably good. All this basically taught me is that I need to watch fucking Aria, because it's probably just this. It's probably amazing, and there's like 8 seasons of it.
Aria, huh?
Aria, yeah. It gets you know, it's in the Slice of Life Hall of Fame with like Hitamari and fucking what else? You know, not Lucky Star.
You know what I'm thinking I might tackle soon is Nick and I are cruising through Evangelion right now, and if he likes Gunbuster and if we watch Gunbuster and he likes it, I might see if he'll watch Nadia with me. Because that's like it's 52 fucking episodes, you know. Yeah. And I've absolutely no idea what it is at all. I don't know what Nadia is.
It's probably like a villain of the week with arcs. It's probably like okay, kind of a kids show. What everyone says, you have to fucking skip the island arc. There's trapped on an island for like 10 episodes, and apparently it is unbearable.
Oh,
It's
interesting.
unwatchably boring.
This is good to know.
But it's probably well animated and, has a nice
Yeah.
retro feel. Yeah, I gotta get on that fucking Aria the Natural. I watched.
This is just there's so many things in my life where I'm like waiting to watch them until I have like nothing going on at all.
Yeah, it's always hard to find the right time, right?
Yeah, like where you're like, I need to get on Aria. It's like that'd be a great thing to watch one episode a day over an entire summer. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Like
it's kind of I'm makes me nostalgic for like fucking like Toonami, where it was like you're on this regimented schedule where it's like, you motherfucker, you better not miss Naruto tonight, otherwise you're gonna be real pissed.
yeah,
You know?
I got my fill of that because a guy from the video game board on 4chan had this like streaming website where he would basically be Toonami before Toonami came back, and he would play the bumpers.
Toonami Rewind or Toonami Flashback?
No, I mean it had some dumb website name, and he was just streaming like by
Oh.
himself, and it was totally illegal. And he would play the Toonami bumpers and like other like random funny YouTube videos as commercials.
Yeah.
And then we would just watch the best arcs of Dragon Ball Z, with like a chat going crazy, and it was so fucking fun. That was great. What I did recently is V has like the VGAs as opposed to the Spike Video Game Awards. They have their
Of
own
course.
video game, and I watched the one from 2011.
Uh-huh.
Still funny, fucking crazy that it's still watchable, and a lot of it is pretty funny still. 10 years, and you sent me a clip of Nyanners. Remember the VTuber with the pink hair?
Yeah.
She's a guest announcer. That's how long she's been on the fucking internet making videos. Is they got Nyanners was announcing the winners of the
She
VGAs.
only just now got to
2011.
really sell out.
She really
Finally.
seriously
She put
sold
in those
out.
fucking days. She
Oh,
put
yeah.
in those hours.
Yeah. I mean, she's been on the internet for
Toonami
so fucking long.
Aftermath is
Nyanners is
insane.
referencing YouTube videos that even I haven't seen. That's how fucking old she is. Ancient broad.
Toonami Aftermath is on if you want to watch a pseudo Toonami thing here.
Is it just Cowboy
Which is-
Bebop? And-
No, it's weird. The schedule is insane right now. They've got the Brack Show, which is like a
fuck is
spin-off
that?
of fucking Space Ghost, and then they've got like
That's not Toonami. That's not anime.
FMA and Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin.
Okay. Oh wow, they're all classic now. I guess those are cheaper to license because they're
Ranma,
fucking old.
You know.
Oh my.
But no,
God.
this is all completely illegal. This is
okay. You said it was air, or you said it was. Okay. All right. So that's
Toonami
just another-
Aftermath is a fan effort here. Where they've
Gotcha.
got bumpers and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what that old V streaming site was called. It was called like, I don't know. It probably had fag in the URL or something.
No. It's charming. It's it's me. That's me trying to resurrect my political campaign in 15 years. Where it's like, you don't understand. At the time, it was kitsch.
I was
to do
infiltrating.
this.
I was concerned trolling the video game Nazis, the Dragon Ball Z fascists.
Yeah, it's me trying to make my case before the fucking the singularity. I'm trying to
no, it's just
plead my way.
it's just you're lined up against a brick wall with Joe Rogan and
It's Joe Rogan and Mr. Beast and I are fucking lined up against the wall.
yeah, fucking it's in Nyanners and I don't know, Lucas
Joe
is
Rogan.
there.
Joe Rogan's over next to me, and he's like, "Yeah, wow, it's crazy how this is." Wow,
It's so crazy how you can like live your entire life and then just like boom, like this shit happens, man.
Anyway, I mean, here's the thing: is that I never thought I'd be surrounded by so many murderers. It's like I'm back in the comedy club. We got straight killers. I'm in the fucking Laugh Factory in LA right now because there's so many murderers lining me up and knocking me down.
That's why I thought of Lucas. Not to bring up Lucas because his image has been tainted, but he did have one of the greatest tweets ever, where he said, "At least I wasn't rude." Quote, "Me in 2045 as I'm lined up against a brick wall for assisting anarcho-primitivist terrorist cells."
So something I've been. This is back to the Joe Rogan is in. He doesn't have
You
the
just
ability,
love Joe Rogan, dude.
he doesn't have the ability to like see through con men. Like he lacks the ability to.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
understand
Did you
somebody's
watch that
clearly bullshitting.
documentary on him by that guy?
No,
He does like semi-joking but kind of serious documentaries on like comedians and people in that sphere, and it's really funny because every time he introduces someone, he'll introduce them with like funny adjectives MMA imp Joe Rogan said, he'll always and one of my favorites was he does like these very intricate ones, and then he just goes when he had a run-in with lovable crazy man Eddie Bravo.
Nice.
And or lovable crazy person is what he said.
But like Joe Rogan will bring on people like the Weinsteins, and those guys are just like gargoyle.
Is there more than one of them?
There are two of them. I believe there's an Eric and a Brett. And these guys those are some of the most specifically. Hold on, which one is it?
Oh my god, I can't believe. I think I've been completely like I've combined these two people in my head. I didn't know they were different people.
Eric is one of the most transparent hucksters I've ever seen. Where he is like,
oh my god, they're identical. That's why.
He has absolutely nothing.
Which is the one? I mean, one of them got famous because like he was getting harassed for showing up on No Whites Day, even though he's Jewish. At Green Tree University, whatever fucking Oregon school it was. That's how he got popular. I think that was. No, I can't remember which one it was now.
That sounds like Brett. It sounds like Brett. Whatever, but like Eric in particular has absolutely nothing. He describes of. Hold on, let me see if I can find his claim to fame or his self-described claim to fame. I gotta see if I can find.
Oh yeah, no, Brett. Yeah, Brett worked at Evergreen. Okay.
I gotta fucking find this.
What the fuck did Eric do? Yeah, Eric is like fat and yeah. Oh yeah, it's just like his Wikipedia is just education, career, physics, intellectual dark web. His intellectual dark web was like, actually, I'm the least racist. Whoa, dark web.
Oh god, he claims to have a geometric unity. That's right.
It's called a circle.
His thing is that he has
you can fit any shape inside a circle.
A unifying theory of the entire universe is his claim to fame.
I think I've heard that. That's hilarious.
It's like, holy fuck, is there ever...
It's gonna. I bet if you tried to explain it, it would sound like a fucking guy coming out of a LSD ego death. It would just be like, we're all fucking one, same. Good and evil are the same fucking. It's just. Yeah, I think Eric is probably the one. Which one is like super like anti like identity politics? But then on Twitter he was like, if you say anything about Jews, I'm blocking you. I don't need to listen to this.
Eric Weinstein is hilarious.
Oh my god, you showed me this picture? Hold on, let me bring this up. Oh my god, this is great. I always thought this was a microphone on his chin, like a little, like one of those mics that comes out. And he has a huge, like pimple or mole right on his chin there. I thought from the thumbnail, I always thought it was a microphone.
Yeah. God, but he's just a complete fake.
I mean, Joe's had the gambling guy who said he made like millions of dollars gambling and it was all fake, like Instagram like promo stuff, and like he made up having millions of dollars in like this mansion and none of it belonged to him, and he was a total huckster.
There's another one. Oh god, Duncan Trussell. He has this guy Duncan Trussell on.
Is that who I'm talking about?
No, Duncan Trussell's he's a psychedelic huckster.
Oh, okay. He has lots of those types of guys.
He has like the show Midnight Gospel, which is just like the most fucking. It's just like, wow, drugs are crazy. The show, and it's.
I mean, no, it's even worse. It's like drugs are not crazy. It's like, no, it's actually.
Duncan Trussell has absolutely nothing going on either.
Take a look at my Duncan Trussell.
I gotta look through, because like And again, I love him in spite of all of this. I think this is great. I love that he's got these fucking complete con men on.
This documentary I was watching on Joe Rogan was just like all of the like he never has opinions about anything except if you say anything negative about weed, he will fucking lose his goddamn mind and
Did we talk about
insane.
Kevin Smith?
Yeah. I mean, what about him?
I just talked about it, about how he showed up with that podcast and just spent 3 hours justifying his clear weed addiction that he has.
I believe it. Sure.
Oh my god,
yeah,
it's so fucking funny.
Yeah, like
I don't know.
oh god, every drug guy he has on is the worst person ever.
I love it. And that's what I think is so charming, is that it's like the guy has no ability to discern, you know, like people can come on and claim that they're experts about things and then present, and then that gives them carte blanche to talk about fucking whatever
It's
the
all
hell
just
they feel
like, yeah, my expertise. Yeah, it's fine. I'm an expert at doing drugs. It's like the way on like the research chemical subreddit, they're like, today I researched 12 milligrams. It's like, I was like, I researched 50 milligrams of this ecstasy variant at a party. I also researched approximately 6 shots of, and it's like, dude, you're just a druggie. Like, fucking grow some balls.
I love Brett. The Weinsteins in particular are so good to me because like,
yeah, they. The one getting bullied on Clubhouse. Did you hear that?
No, what?
Oh my god, dude! One of them, I don't know which one it was now. He's on Clubhouse with all of these like neo-African like black fucking militants college girls who you can tell have huge afros and who have changed their names to be like Bukundi or whatever.
I'm getting harder by the second.
And they're just like, Brett, you tell us right now, is you racist? And he's just like, well, my definition of racism is, no, you shut the fuck up, okay? Because you're fucking racist, okay? Because you're fucking white. And he goes like, well, there's a debate over whether I'm white because I'm actually Jewish. And they're just like screaming at him for 10 minutes until he leaves. They demand that he sends them money to their like PayPal accounts, and then they kick him out of the call. It's the greatest thing I've ever heard.
I'm gonna have to listen to this.
You have to listen to that, dude. It is so fucking good. He is absolutely powerless to stop it. They're like, are you a white supremacist? And he's like, well, I mean, I don't think and they just like are cutting him off, going like, how can you say you're not a white supremacist when there's people here telling you right now that you are? Okay? It's like a bunch of gay black guys just like laughing at him when he tries to say that he's not Hitler. And he's just like, he just can't. He has no ammo, and he just gets. I've never seen someone get creamed so hard.
Fucking Tim. Why am I even talking about the Weinsteins when I could just point you to the Tim Dillon bit where he fucking dunks on these guys so fucking hard?
Yeah, it's so easy. They suck.
Yeah. They're like, they have. I mean, they probably have cumulatively about a full day, like 24 hours minimum worth of material on Joe Rogan's podcast where they do not say, they say just the most fucking obvious, like 50-year-old observations about politics in universities and shit.
Yeah.
You know, and then they use that to extrapolate to the entire society at large. It's amazing. They're just garbage.
Podcasts I feel like are like going to take a crash because like there is no it's just like there's nothing to talk about on podcasts. People are done. It's like, yeah, every podcast is just that now. No one is synthesizing any cool new shit except for us, of course.
Of course, yeah. No,
we're on
we
that.
have
We're on
entirely original opinions. Like
in
this
six
is comfy.
in comfy core. In 6 months, when everyone is fucking is on Jeremy Fragrance, though. Remember, I can't believe Steven turned me on to Jeremy Fragrance before everyone on I
The
follow on
man's
Twitter is
fucking
talking
two
about
steps
it
ahead
right
of
now.
everybody else all the time.
I
He's
secretly,
fucking
yeah.
calling out people. He's calling out people wearing floral shirts in movies. He'd be fucking finding those niche
True.
YouTube things. Dude, you're gonna fucking look like a complete idiot when 2 years from now people are talking about shoe polishing YouTube channels.
Yeah, no, that's definitely gonna happen. Yeah.
Hold on, I gotta have a piss real quick. Fuck, I'll be right back. And again, not that we're producing anything novel, we're just observing it as it is, bro. We're just fucking telling the truth. About the situation
we don't really count.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Damn.
Oh. I don't know what he said damn about. Hope he's okay. Brett Weinstein, he's got a big fat, like, got a kind of worm face. He's got neck rolls. He has a skinny brother. Yeah, I don't know. No one looks right. Twitch streamers don't look right. They're all gross. They're all weird. Fucking... Their t-shirts don't fit well. I just figured out who there's this penguin guy on YouTube. I guess he's a big streamer. I think his name is Charlie. I don't know if he's on Twitch or if he's probably on Twitch. Critical is his name. He's like a little short guy who dresses like a 13-year-old stoner. And he's probably like 5'2". And here's one thing I've noticed with Twitch guys now is that they're just doing like and they've even pointed this out themselves, is that they just do BuzzFeed content now. Like they just review things, or like, can you tell the difference between cheap and expensive, whatever. And that's their that's what they do now. How is it going?
Good, man. I just fucking PP'd it up. And I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. I just like I'm doing great. All I know is that my life right now is going pretty fucking well.
I'm having a great time. Yeah.
Yeah. Frankly, I've completely broken free of caring about any of this goddamn nonsense that's going on. So like, what I've been doing for the past week or so is I'm just going through and watching some of the greatest hits from the Jackass movies. And it's great because if you just go through and watch like clips from the Jackass stuff, you could filter out everything that's just spewing shit and vomit all over the place.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just it's amazing. I've been loving that. I'm excited. You know what? This is where I'm at in my life. This is the level that I've attained after years of incredible cynicism. Is that the things I'm the most excited about right now are I'm really excited to watch the new Godzilla vs. Kong movie, and I'm really excited to see Jackass 4 when that comes out. that's what I got going on, man.
Yeah.
Like
I'm supposed to be buying a house, and all I'm excited about is grilling, smoking, and the other kind of smoking.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Yeah, I'm gonna build a walk in my backyard. Like I think in many ways,
build a walk.
I've been the COVID has completely divorced me from expectations of real humans. Where somebody let's say a girl that I was in love with at one point just got engaged, and there was like a 30-second period where I'm like, oh, this sucks. And then outside of that, I'm like, oh, wait, I don't care at all. Where I'm like, I'm actually really happy for her because like she's going to go on and have a great life. And what excites me is being a bachelor who owns a home and cooking in my backyard. That shit sounds so good. Like just like cooking in my backyard, watching that fucking new Jackass movie, going on trips,
projecting the Jackass movie onto the side of your house and blasting it on the largest speakers you can afford.
Oh, dude, you just fucking shat all over my face. fucking,
My
and I'm
fucking
like,
dick.
it's-
My fucking dick. Ah.
Yeah, I can't wait to get it. Like a year ago, if you had been like, "Do you want the newest experimental mRNA vaccine?" I'd be like, "That sounds suspect." And right now, I'm like, "Oh yeah, pump that shit right into my body, baby. Let's go." I think I'm just I don't
Doesn't
even
even matter.
care.
You're not old or fat. It doesn't even like.
I'm just so beyond caring about anything other than like my homies and then like my family, and then other than that I don't give a shit at all. I'm fine with I live a cockroach lifestyle right now, you know. Where
Gang
like,
stalking is a clear pilled podcast. Okay, this is
Yeah.
it's very explicit message. All right, if you ain't clear pilled, come to us. We'll help you out.
if you look at my mindset a year ago versus today, I'm doing so much better. Because like
That's
like
good.
fucking like being in a year of social isolation made me realize that I just don't really care about people at all.
How socially
know?
isolated were you really?
I mean, I had my, like my friends or whatever, but like, I couldn't like go out and meet new people or anything. And then I realized I don't
How
really want to
often were
meet
you
new people.
doing that before?
Really, right? I was going out and like going on dates and fucking bashing clam and stuff.
Okay, so
but, like,
you were having meaningless, almost anonymous sex.
no.
Tinder
I was
dates?
dating. I was properly dating.
Okay.
I'm just trying to sound cool because I very deeply care what
I
other
beat the
people
pussy up. I didn't care.
think.
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, I don't know. What else were we talking about? Yeah, excited for that new Jackass movie. The Weinsteins are jokes. Oh, did we even finish talking about the Yokohama show?
I think so.
That's
good.
I thought it was very pleasant.
Yeah.
I wish I had watched it in a different format than I did. Well, I think if you were
What
to
format
not
did
watch
you-
it on a timeline.
Oh,
in
I see.
order
Not all in
to-
one day.
Yeah.
Right, sure.
That's just something you want to spread out. We're on a good streak right now with very silly '90s Caribbean music and things that we watch.
I don't remember
which
a
is
lot of
entertaining.
Caribbean music in this.
Well, there's the opening track in the first episode is
Maybe a
like a little
little
weird,
bit.
like Caribbean or tropical.
Also, her name is Alpha, and the cafe is Cafe Alpha. Pretty based.
Doesn't it look like a comfy ass place to go get yourself a cup of coffee?
Oh my god.
That was another thing that I enjoyed about this is I'm like just thinking about like fucking next time we go to Japan I need to zip around on
with a
scooter.
single beautiful lady in it, just drinking coffee right along with you.
I need to go
Doing a pour
zip
over
around.
specifically for you.
I need to zip around on a scooter. How
We
nice
were
did that
gonna
sound?
rent bikes, is what we were gonna do.
We had rented a car, and that was an anxious experience because
It was so anxious that I had to leave the building while you did it.
yeah. Well, the renting was not the hard thing. I did all the driving, and 'cause
You
I'd
wanted to.
gotten
You were
my-
enthusiastic. You're like, yeah, I got this.
Yeah, and like it was not that anxious, but like I feel like the liberation of each of us having a scooter would be pretty good. Because like
Scooters, like, where do you even ride scooter? You have to ride on like the side of the road.
no scooters, you can ride right down the fucking gut, man. Ride that shit all over the fucking place.
I guess.
Um,
Yeah, that'd be kind of. I'd get used to it. It'd be kind of nerve wracking at first.
You just gotta take some fucking downers.
It's true. I got to sneak a lot more downers into Japan. Last time I did
Yeah.
it, they were absorbed into a bunch of, like fibrous. I don't know if my body absorbed any. Is what I'm saying. Maybe they did though.
Fucking this dude Steve-O talks about taking drugs through Singapore and stuff. Steve-O has a podcast now, which I listen to because it's just like I listen to the episodes where he talks to members of the Jackass crew because, like I said, I'm on a Jackass binge. What can I say?
Sure.
and he talks about like taking drugs into nations where they have the death penalty for smuggling drugs.
Yeah.
Like just like boofing. He'll just boof bags of weed and stuff, and I'm like, what about if you need to shit? He's gonna shove them right back up again. That's horrible.
Boof weed.
Yeah, he would boof it in like condoms, and then they would get there and.
Oh, that's not
boof
that's
weed.
boofing is taking the drug in your ass. That's just smuggling in your ass.
Smuggling. Yes, he would
Like
smuggle
balloon
drugs
style.
in his ass.
Yeah.
To go through like Southeast Asian countries where you can get killed for that, and inspirational. Not that I even really like. I don't even really enjoy drugs in that way anymore. Um, but there's something about the danger of it that's enticing.
You just want to put stuff in your ass.
Oh, don't I know it, man? Uh, what else? Is there a bunch of fucking hemp in Hokkaido?
I guess it grows wildly in some places. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
who cares?
People don't believe me when I tell them about the fucking spider demon we enraged while we were in fucking that was in Nara.
What, they don't believe that you saw a ton of that we saw a ton of spiders in one
The
particular
thing that
mountain?
was weird about it is that I personally didn't notice any of them until we got to that fucking temple, and then we turned around and realized that there was an entire forest filled with spiders that we had walked through without walking through a single spider web. That was
we
strange.
weren't really walking through trees. It was a very clear path. It's just that like we would look at the side and they were everywhere, and then we would like pass under one branch and then you walked through one, and that was funny.
Yeah.
But and then we got down to the bottom and they were there too. It's just like we haven't been looking for them.
Next time we go, you're gonna have to enjoy that onsen experience. That was amazing. If there was an onsen near me, I would go probably 4 or 5 times a week. Frankly, I would just because it's just so nice to like. Hot tubs are garbage. Hot tubs are only like 105 degrees or something.
That's
maybe
a lot.
104. But like onsens are like 120.
Yeah.
And then there are all these different mineral baths and stuff. Oh my god.
I would like a. I mean, it was an indoor onsen you went to, wasn't it?
It was indoor outdoor, so there were portions of it that you would have to go through like the you'd have to shower and then go in, and then there was a couple of pools would extend out into the surrounding area. You know, these little secluded like treed areas, wooded areas. It was pretty amazing. It's a bummer you didn't really go because we spent a decent amount of money on that, but that's something
fine.
you're gonna have to get yourself drunk enough to do next time we go because it's incredible.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I could
I'd like a really
teleport
nice,
one
like a really
place-
nice, like outdoor, like onsen that's not too busy with like a view. I would love that shit.
Well, we need to go hang out with some monkeys. We need to go. Hang
I
out
don't
with
think
some
I don't want to
monkeys
get into the onsen with the monkeys. They poop in there. No, you can't get into there with the monkeys.
Same dude. Fucking, I'll let it rip. I'm like, when you're fucking in Rome.
That's rude. This is rude.
But maybe more secluded still next time because we went to an onsen resort town.
Yeah,
You know?
it is kind of a touristy place, probably. Yeah.
We went to an all-inclusive, fucking onsen resort, where instead
in a town that's comprised entirely of hotels.
Right. We should go instead to a town where literally nobody speaks English.
We should
at
find
all.
Well, I mean, not like we should. I don't want to bother anyone, but yeah, we should find a place that's like one of those one-story, like the places they stay when they go on like field trips to Kyoto in anime, and it's like the rare robes and there's the sliding doors and fucking.
And then there's like the wall of bamboo between you and the girl's side.
Yeah. The stone where you could. Yeah, exactly.
Or,
and it's just outside, and yeah.
I remember like 6 or 7 years ago when Airbnb was first becoming like a thing. I was looking at trips to Japan, and I saw this home in rural Japan that was like $16 a night or something. And the kicker was, it's like, okay, yeah, they don't have hot water on site, but they have a tub that you can fill and then start your own fire underneath to warm it up. And that sounded pretty fucking amazing.
Oh boy.
It's like on a mountainside, just looking over a valley.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. I've been on a kick of watching corny YouTubers go into different onsen and stuff, and just fantasizing. How much is it right now to go to Japan? I feel like it's probably like $1,000.
I think it might be a lot more than 1,000 because it might be illegal. I'm not sure.
It's legal. It's illegal right now.
I don't know if are they letting gaijin in the.
Sure.
In the pandemic, you think so?
I'm sure. I say as I go to a Japanese prison for 12 years.
They're not even letting foreign observers at the Olympics.
Hmm. Can gaijin go to Japan?
Can I travel to Japan now? April 2021. All tourists and business people are barred from entering the country.
I respect that. I respect that.
Foreign nationalists are barred from visiting Japan now as tourists. As of March 29th.
You know what? You guys do what you got to do. I respect you for that. Ballsy.
Maybe next year.
Alpha. Yeah. Because we didn't want to go with the year the Olympics were happening anyway. So.
Are they still happening?
You know.
Who knows?
Yeah. Well, they're still calling it the 2020 Olympics because they printed all that fucking material. So. Wait, so just Olympians can go?
Oh yeah, it's scheduled for the 23rd. No. They only Japanese people.
No, they're not allowing Olympians in.
No, everyone's allowed in. Oh yeah. If you're a competitor, you can get in. But if you're viewing, if you're an audience member, you have to be from Japan. They're only letting Japanese people watch the Olympics in the stadium.
What event am I gonna sneak my way in? I'm gonna go for. They brought in 3-on-3 basketball and freestyle BMX. So
you can't get into the country. How are you gonna sneak in?
No. I'm gonna become a competitor at the Olympics.
Oh, I get it. You need to get really good at curling.
Cycling.
Oh, it's Summer Olympics, isn't it? July, yeah.
Oh, baseball in the Olympics? Now we're fucking cooking.
Oh, you're so much taller. No. Is there? I don't know. It is funny. Yeah, if you on Google, it says 2020 Summer Olympics will begin on Friday, July 23rd, 2021.
The esteemed baseball announcers Declan and Ethan are here to cover the 2020 Olympics baseball medals. It's like, yeah, so we've got But here's the thing: is that baseball doesn't actually exist. It's an ethereal concept. It's the spirit. It's truly the spirit of the game that exists on the field, and there are no rules. They just make out what looks to be a sporting event, and that's something people don't understand.
It's too high concept. You need to get more specific. You need to be like, the most fouls ever hit at one at bat was actually Jose Canseco, 207, one at bat, 1993. Pretty crazy.
After the bat, he passed out on his way to first.
The shortstop was invented as a preliminary role for African Americans when they were not allowed full positions on the field. So a bit of disturbing history with that particular position. They are considering removing it. It should be us trying to make each other break the entire time, just trying to make each other laugh. And we'll have a mute button, but if you can't get to the mute button in time, you just hear,
So what happened is that the second and third baseman would alternate taking trips to go drink a beer in the dugout during the inning, and that's where the shortstop position came from. Is that they would need somebody to fill in while that other person was getting tanked.
Yeah, that's right, Ethan. Now, actually, when it was originally played by Native Americans, baseball the rules involved drinking liquor. That has since been removed.
Because nobody can actually handle it, especially not in the Native American communities.
That is a harsh statement, but I cannot disagree. All right, Pop Fly here.
I'm just looking at this picture of which Weinstein even is this? Eric?
The fat one. The fat one is Eric. Yeah.
Yeah. God, I just love the idea of this guy getting bullied in high school and then spending the rest of his life taking it out on everybody else around him. I just love to know that, like, you look at him, like, look at that hair and those glasses, and I'm like, yeah, this was definitely a dude that just got no pussy forever. He's
yeah, maybe.
Just look at him.
I don't get pussy. I wasn't bullied though.
Yeah. No, that's they're a Vol cell.
Okay.
We could also fix that pretty quick if we needed to.
Nah, I'm good. No, thanks.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking it'd be awesome to go to Japan and come back with a wife. It's just like I think I'm an old soul, so I have
You better
to do
to
the
stay there
50
with a wife. Why do you want to come back here for?
What?
What do you mean?
I want to go to the woods and shoot guns. You can't
There's-
shoot guns over there.
There's
They don't
tons of
have
woods in
guns.
Japan. Oh yeah, the
There's
guns.
no guns. Though.
That is true.
That's the only problem is they ain't got no guns.
How
It's
much have you
all-
been getting out and shooting your AK?
I'm planning on shooting this coming week.
Yeah.
I bought 1,000 rounds of ammunition. I still got way too much of it left.
Oh my
so.
god. So was that like
Um,
$400?
It was like actually I got a really good deal. It was like $350.
Is it like pretty shitty, like steel cased? I know they make some pretty.
It's definitely shitty steel case, but it's not like com block ammo or anything. It's contemporary.
Sure.
I need to zero the fucking thing. I just don't know. Like if I had to zero a gun in New York, I could do it in an afternoon because I could just fucking put it in a vise, and shoot it on my property. But here it's like, where can I go that I can shoot a gun and also have access to a clamp or a vise?
You can't just bring one to the range or something.
Well, then you're on like a timer. You're on like a clock because you're paying by the hour or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't take that
I don't
long.
know. It's just it's shooting a little left right now. And they apparently they make these targets that are like you use them to zero at like 25 or 50, and then it zeroes it out to 100.
Yeah.
But it's also I think it's a little overgassed right now because the thing it runs so fucking hot. We're like, I'll put 200 rounds through it, and it's like you can't even touch the metal on it for like a couple of minutes after,
Well, yeah, 200's a lot. Is that
Yeah,
just you
but
dumping?
200 over the span of an hour,
Okay, but then it stays hot. Yeah. Yeah, it does need to get
it's
broken in. I'm
overcast.
told.
Yeah. You know what I want to buy is I want to buy an AUG. I want to own one so bad.
Why?
Hold on. Have you look at this fucking thing. Here, hold on.
I don't know if it's just sour grapes, but I only like old-looking rifles. Like I only like
This thing was made in the fucking 70s.
I only like M1s and M14s.
Look at this. Look at this shit.
Yeah, it's so European looking.
What about like an MP5?
If it's not automatic, I don't know what I would want with an MP5. I like it. It looks fine. I think it looks plenty cool.
Yeah, well that's the thing is I need to get rich enough to get one of those dealer classifications where I can fucking manufacture my own automatic weapons and stuff.
Right.
Anyway, what are we even talking about at this point?
Yeah, I don't know. We should probably stop.
Yeah, I don't know. It's nice recording a couple episodes inside of a week, but we have less to talk about, so we're just bullshitting.
We've
more.
been going for 2 hours, so
Yeah.
yeah, it doesn't mean we'll keep talking. Doesn't mean we'll be talking about interesting things. Yeah, that was Yokohama. I believe that spring is next. I believe we might be watching some spring shows, some seasonal anime. Golly gee willikers.
Apparently.
Yeah. So look forward to that. We'll see you next time.
Watch this thing, but make sure it's a good pick me up. I'd say. Watch it when you're feeling a little bummed out.
Sounds good. Okay. This isn't as. This is a little too funky. Hold on. Does it get? There we go.
Light blue intense for the summer. If you are married, buy Mongirlan. If you are a Middle Eastern woman like Kim Kardashian, buy Roses Musk. If you are young, innocent, actually virgin, buy La Belle by Jean-Paul Gaultier. And if you are an emotional woman that always screams at her boyfriend, I like it. Hey, this is the Munich. This is Munich, and this is also very famous. My heart beats for Miami. I want to have a girlfriend.